Yo, people, back with another video. It is CFC Chat TV here. And we're here again with another match analysis. This time on the Chelsea vs Benfica game. Now, this video is coming a day late. Now, I apologize for that. I was just a bit busy. And there's been recent transfer news for Chelsea regarding Jamie Bino Gittins alongside João Pedro, who both have signed for a fee ranging from 50 to 60 million each. I'll make another video regarding transfer news, but let's just get into this fixture. Now, there's a lot of talking points in this game. The refereeing decisions were horrible. Obviously, there was the 2-hour stoppage for thunderstorms. But let's first begin with the lineup. So, we saw Robert Sanchez come and go again. Reece James filling at right back. One of the talking points within the lineups was the two centre halves being Levi Colwill and Beno Badiashile, who are both left-footed centre backs. Obviously, we'll get into the setup later and how it looked in possession, but those are the two centre backs. We saw Marco Correa left back, a double pivot of Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia in midfield, Enzo Fernandez in the 10. Another talking point with Cole Palmer at the left wing, Pedro Neto on the right, and Liam Delap leading the line up for top. Now, this lineup actually looked, although being a 4-2-3-1, we saw the Maresca, the typical Maresca setup with the 3-2-4-1, with the back four turning into a back three, with Marco Correa actually overlapping Cole Palmer. So we see Enzo shift to the right, Cole Palmer filling at left 10, with Marco Correa overlapping Cole Palmer down the flank. So Beno Badiashile will shift to the left, covering that wide left zone. Levi Cole in the centre with Reece James at that right centre back role. Now, it was a bit different to see Cole Palmer on the left, although I did like certain parts of that. I do think it makes him a lot more pass first. And it creates different angles that you wouldn't really see from him playing off the right hand side. Although I feel like, again, should Cole Palmer be the player who's making sacrifices for the greater good of the team? I don't know. I do feel like you should try and maximise Cole Palmer. Although he did have a good game today, I do feel like Cole Palmer shouldn't be the player who should be sacrificed in order to for the benefit of the whole team. Rather, I think someone else in the team should be sacrificing themselves for Cole Palmer, as you should try to get the best out of your best players. Now, I did like this setup from Maresca. I felt like Correa did very well getting up the pitch, getting into those attacking zones within that left box. And we did see him get a couple of shots on target. One of them being that shot blocked off the line. Great defending by I think it might have been Antonio Silva, who performed very well this game. I feel like Correa and Palmer really linked up well on the left-hand side. Let's get on to the individual performances though. Robert Sanchez, he never really had much to do. Aside from the penalty. It's Di Maria. He hasn't missed a penalty this whole tournament, so I didn't really expect him to stop the penalty. And we'll get into the penalty decision later, but Robert Sanchez did play okay, so I'd probably give Robert Sanchez a match rating of 6. Now, with Levi Colwill, I think he was probably the best centre-back today out of the two. I feel like he's really gone into that centre-back role. I think he was man-marking Pavlidis throughout the game. He did very well to keep. I don't think Pavlidis really had a sniff aside from that one over-the-top ball late in that second half. Cole was playing his line-breaking passes, winning everything in the air. It was a really mature performance from Levi Cole, especially considering he wasn't playing at that left side of the centre back, rather playing at the right side away from his dominant foot. And I feel like he did very well. So I'd probably give Levi Cole a match rating of an 8. The other centre back, Beno Badiashile, I do think he wasn't as good as Colwill, but I don't think he was too bad aside from when he got caught 1 or 2 times. But he did, on the ball, he was very good. Punching the ball into the double pivot. His long passing was great. and he wasn't really caught out throughout the game. I think he did well stopping Pavlidis in that 1-on-1 chance he had. So I'll probably give Badiashile a rating of 6. Reece James, well, I mean, this is a typical Reece James performance. I mean, I do think we need to do more getting him into those advanced areas. As you saw with that free kick, the quality he has on the ball, well, just caught out the keeper. And prior to that, Truban was having a very great game. I mean, in the first half, he was almost unstoppable. Everything that was shooting towards Benfica's goal was just stopped by him every single time. But Reece James just a little piece of brilliance, individual brilliance, just catching the keeper off guard at the near post. Wow. And defensively as well, I mean, the Benfica right winger, what's his name? Left winger, Shelderlup. I think that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he did not have a single sniff today. And that's all credit to Reece James. I mean, the man marking for the whole game. And yeah, what a performance from Reece James. I'll give Reece James an 8. Romeo Lavia. Again, Lavia in the middle of the park, playing those line-breaking passes towards number 10s. He constantly found passes throughout, forward passes to Cole Palmer, to Cucurella, Enzo, and then he was doing very well at counter-pressing whenever he lost the ball. Made sure we got the ball back early on after losing it. And yeah, Lavia was great today. I'd probably give Lavia 7. Moise Caicedo, personally my man of the match. I mean, in the extra time, he's just relentless. I mean, both the obviously the game and the goal from Nkunku and the following goal from Pedro Neto. Moise Caicedo is at the heart of it. I mean, the goal with Nkunku is just him pressing up high, winning the ball back, making the overlap on to past Cole Palmer, with him playing the ball and Caicedo taking that shot on goal, and the ball falls to Christopher Nkunku, and with the Pedro Neto's goal, Caicedo threading the ball pass, 1-on-1 with Pedro Neto in goal. I mean, no, towards Pedro Neto running towards goal, and he scores. He was just relentless throughout the whole game. I mean, even after that injury scare, he just got up like 2 minutes later. He just got up, running like it was fine. I mean, he's just a warrior, and I mean, he just surprises me every single game. And I feel so grateful to have such a great player. And yeah, I think he's my man of the match by far. Giving Caicedo a 10. Enzo Fernandez. I don't think this was the best game in particular. I don't think he was getting on the ball enough. And even when he was, I don't think it's as effective. So I'll probably give Enzo. I'll probably give him a 5, a 5/6. Palmer. I think Palmer. It was more of a game where he had his moments, but I do think he lit up in extra time. That's when he really turned it on, creating a lot of 2 big chances, and I think in that first half, him and Cucurella were very good together. Him playing the balls forwards into the box. I do think he did play the ball into the dangerous areas a lot, with no one getting onto the end of it, no one gambling. But yeah, I think Cole Palmer, this is probably his best performance in the Club World Cup so far. So give him an 8 out of 10. Marc Cucurella, I think he was great as well. I mean, kept Di Maria quiet throughout the whole game. Obviously, he had his consolation, well, not consolation, but equalised the penalty. But Di Maria didn't really have a sniff the whole game. He was doing very well getting in the forward areas, because usually you see Cucurella inside, in more of this inside role, where inviting into that number 10 position. We saw him on the outside for the first time in a while. I do think he did very well on that role, so I'll probably give Cucurella 8 out of 10. Pedro Neto, I don't think he was his best performance throughout the Club World Cup, but obviously he got his goal, and in extra time I do think his best work today came on the defensive end, tracking that left back, dull throughout the whole game, making sure the Reece was never doubled up on. And sometimes the drop, he'll always be like in the back five whenever he's defending, because that's how far deep he'll track back. So I do think Pedro was great today, and he took that goal very well. The way he just scanned, looking for options, just slots it into the top corner. That's a 7 out of 10. And Liam Delap, I don't think it was his best game, and he was quiet for most of the game. Obviously, he had that offside goal that didn't count, but yeah, I think he wasn't. I don't think he was on. He was with the pace of the game. Obviously, in part due to the great defending by Otamendi and Silva. But again, I don't think when everyone was linking up well with one another, I feel like he was off another pace. So I think this is probably his worst performance so far in a Chelsea shirt. So I'd give him a 5 out of 10. But obviously, this is expected. I mean, sooner or later, he's got to have a poor performance. I'm just glad it's when everyone else is having a great performance. So we got the win. So yeah. And again, onto the bench option. Tosin was great when he came on. I'll probably give him a 7 out of 10. Gusto, he's always in the wrong places at the wrong time. I mean, obviously the penalties are so unfortunate, but it's like a Gusto. It's a back post header, and Gusto always falling onto the wrong side of things. But I won't blame him for the penalty, but I don't think he was great for the whole game when he got subbed on. He was losing the ball in areas. His touch was poor, so I'll probably give Gusto a 4, which might be harsh, but I think he was probably the worst player on the pitch. Christopher Nkunku, I think he was so great. I mean, he just seems a lot more lively to Club World Cup. Maybe because he was playing in that number 10 position where he actually plays, but the way he took that goal, I mean, just to hit it at the roof of the net, making sure no one can get it. Yeah, I'll give Christopher Nkunku an 8. And same with Drizzy Paul, I feel like I'll give Drizzy Paul an 8 as well. Again, just relentless, always running, putting his body on the line. And that well-composed finish, that little dink past Trubin to make it 4-1. So I'll give Kane and Drizzy Paul 8 out of 10. And Trevor Chalobah, again, same with Tosin, those two were rock solid at the back, 7 out of 10. Solid performance with Trev. And Mina, I mean, he played 2 minutes, so I can't really give a rating, but yeah, it's good to see him get some minutes on the pitch for once. Yeah. So as for the whole stoppage, I mean, 2 hour wait. I mean, the emotion that I went through after that penalty, after waiting 2 whole hours, I was fuming, bro. But I'm glad it all worked out in the end. I mean, other than the penalty, I mean, Benfica never really laid the glove on us. We were dominant throughout the whole game, and they didn't really deserve the penalty. The refereeing was horrible, by the way. I mean, every 50-50 was going their way. The penalty, I thought like the penalty was a bit harsh with that Malagusto handball. I mean, he wasn't even facing the ball. His hands dropping in a natural way. But I guess apparently, according to the rule book, it's a penalty. But I think the referee was so poor today. I mean, even throughout the whole Club World Cup, refereeing has been very poor, so inconsistent. So I do think FIFA must, clean up on that. And yeah, I mean, probably the main negative in this game is that Caicedo got a yellow card. So again, when you face up against Palmeiras in the quarter-final, we won't have Caicedo. So it's interesting to see how Maresca sets up. I'll probably expect to see Enzo drop deeper alongside Romeo Lavia and see Cucurella invert into that midfield pivot. Or we might see introduction of Kane and Drizzy Paul in the midfield. Might even see Andre Santos, but I doubt seeing Andre Santos because I don't think Maresca fully trusts him yet. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we set up. We play Palmeiras like I mentioned on, I think it might be a Friday night. I'm not fully sure. It's a 2 a.m. kickoff. Esteval derby. Esteval versus Marco Correa. So yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a great game. I watched a lot of Palmeiras games. I feel like one of the main standouts was the midfielder Richard Rios. He's been great throughout the whole tournament. Even the subs, I feel like the subs have huge impacts, such as Paulinho, etc. Yeah, they've been very impactful on the bench. So yeah, there's a lot of players you need to keep an eye out for, especially Esteban. He's not been his best tournament, but obviously he's coming to Chelsea next year, so hopefully he doesn't impress, so we win. But again, it's good to see how he faces up against a top level fullback with Marco Correa, or he plays with the left again. See how he faces up against the James. So yeah, that's it for the match analysis.